This program is brought to you by Fast Signs of Durango. More than fast, more than signs. Fast Signs.
Nearly 29 years ago, Jim Hansen, a scientist with the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, told a U.S. Senate committee that the record high temperatures the nation was experiencing that spring were not the result of natural weather changes. He concluded that the increase in temperatures could be attributed directly to the increase of pollutants in the atmosphere, and this greenhouse effect was the cause of a warming climate. That was in 1988, and Hansen's testimony was the first time that a leading scientist publicly made the connection between human activities and global warming. Although presidents, environmental groups, and energy companies have attempted over the years to reduce the country's reliance on fossil fuels, the main source of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases, a local citizens group says more drastic action is needed. That's why local members of the Citizens Climate Lobby will stage a march at 10 a.m. on Saturday, April 29th in downtown Durango. A rally sponsored by Our First 100 Days Coalition will follow in Buckley Park. The rally will include speakers and free test drives of all-electric cars sponsored by 4 Corps of La Plata County and the Durango Nissan car dealership.
We are about creating the political will for climate change action. So Citizens Climate Lobby says that it's not the government's job to create political will. The government's job is to respond to it. It's the people's job to create the political will. So this march is an expression of creating political will for climate change action.
The Durango rally joins scores of sister rallies throughout the nation, including a march in Washington, D.C. Atkinson says the Citizens Climate Lobby wants Congress to pass legislation called the Carbon Fee and Dividend Policy. If adopted, the policy would impose a consumer tax on all fossil fuels and other greenhouse gases to encourage citizens to reduce their use of carbon-generating products. Revenues from those fees would then be equally dispersed back to households at the end of the year.
The less you use, the more you get back.
Atkinson says the Climate Lobby plans to send photos and videos of the event to congressmen and state legislators in hopes of convincing them to pass the carbon fee and dividend legislation.
For a change to happen in society, any change, it doesn't have to be climate change, for a change to happen, that if just 10% of the population is committed to that cause, that change always occurs.
If you'd like to know more about the local People's Climate March and Rally, visit the group's Facebook page at Durango Citizens Climate Lobby.